Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah, and for today's class, we are going to work on opening up our hearts for the holidays. So this class will focus on your chest, your shoulders, your upper back, and it will help you to open yourselves up to all of the possibilities that exist around you each and every day. It will help you to experience a bit more joy, a bit more wonder, a bit more cheerfulness and lightheartedness. It will help you to feel a bit more expansive and free and spacious and open. I hope this class feels good for you. If you enjoy this class, please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You can also give this video the thumbs up, and you can share this class with a friend, a family member, or on social media. Please share it with anyone who you think would enjoy this practice. I really appreciate the support. Now for this class, you will want to have a strap. If you do not have a yoga strap, you could use a scarf, or maybe a belt or a towel or anything like that you could substitute for the strap. Okay, once you are ready on your mat with your strap or your substitute, let's begin on our back. So making yourself comfortable here on your mat, taking up as much space as you would like. So you can open your legs out towards the edges of your mat, or even farther apart than that if you like. Your arms can go out towards the edges of your mat as well, or they can even go off of your mat. Perhaps opening yourselves up like the star that is on top of your Christmas tree. Settling in here, making yourself comfortable, and maybe just seeing if you could make yourself 10% more comfortable. Allowing each part of your body to begin to soften and release down towards the mat beneath you. And allow your breath to move and flow however it wants to here. So there is no need to control the breath or change the breath in any way. Simply breathe in whatever way feels good for you right now. And perhaps here you can feel, you can sense your belly expanding and getting bigger as you breathe in. And maybe you also feel your belly releasing and softening down towards the earth as you breathe out. Allow your body to open up here on your mat. As you lie in the position of a star, similar to the star that is on your tree. And then perhaps with time and with practice, your mind begins to open up as well. We'll take a few more breaths here before we move into our first posture. Good. And begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Become aware also of your body lying here on your mat. And then bring some movement whenever you feel ready into your body. Perhaps wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe rotating your wrists and ankles, finding any kind of movement that feels good for you. And then from here, we'll be making our way into our first posture, which will be a side body stretch called banana pose. So you can begin by placing or bringing your legs over towards the right-hand side of your mat, towards the top right corner of your mat. If you would like more of a stretch here, you can bring the left ankle over top of the right ankle. From here, you can also reach your arms up overhead and start to take your arms as well as your head towards the right side. You can grab onto the right wrist with your left hand if you like. We won't be here for too long, so just settle in, noticing how this pose feels for you today. Good. Let's just take it right over to the second side from here. So arms can stay up overhead. Uncross your ankles, bringing your feet towards the top left corner of your mat now. Option to cross your right ankle over your left. And then the arms can come towards the left. The head can move towards the left as well. You can grab onto the left wrist with your right hand. Settle in here. We'll be here for just a few breaths. Good. Begin to release the right ankle off of the left ankle. Release the clasp of your wrist. Bring everything back towards center. Arms back alongside your body on the mat. And bring your feet in towards your hips. Bending your legs. Bring your feet to the edges of the mat. Knees are still bent. And take your knees from side to side a few times. Make your way over onto one side, whatever side you like. Resting here for a moment. And here I invite you to think of a few things that you are grateful for. Good. Begin to press yourself up and we'll come into a tabletop position from here. Taking all the time that you would like to make your way there. And from here, we'll find a child pose. So the big toes can come together. Start to lower your hips down to rest onto your heels. Arms out in front of you. Lower down towards the mat. We'll take one breath here and then we'll begin to flow from this pose. On your next breath in, come up into a kneeling position, shoulders over the hips over the knees, arms up overhead. As you exhale, lower the hands down, come into a tabletop. As you take your next inhale breath, arch your spine, coming into cow pose. As you breathe out, round your spine for child's pose, sitting back. As you take your next breath in, come all the way up, arms up overhead. As you breathe out, tabletop. Breathe into cow pose, arching the spine. And your breath out takes you into child's pose as you round back. Continuing to move just like this, breathing in, coming into your kneeling position. Breath out takes you to tabletop. Your breath in takes you to cow pose. Your breath out takes you to child's pose. Breathe in for your kneeling position, arms up. Breathe out, tabletop. Your breath in takes you to cow pose, arching your spine. Breath out takes you to child's pose as you round back. Twice more, just like this. Inhaling to kneel. Exhale, tabletop. As you inhale, come into cow. Exhale, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, come on up. Take up space. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round it back for child's pose. From here, come all the way up into a kneeling position, just like we were in before. I'm just going to turn to face you. Let's reach our arms up as we breathe in. And if you need to put something underneath your knees, you can grab a blanket or a towel or anything else that you would like to place under your knees for some cushioning. Let's breathe in, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms, so bend the arms to about 90 degrees. Lift your heart up, lift your head up, look up. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead back to center. As you breathe out, do that again. Cactus your arms, open up your heart space. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, look up, open your heart. Twice more. One more time, breathing in, reaching up. Breathing out to open your heart, bending back a little bit. Inhale back through center. Exhale, hands come down. Good. From here, come into your tabletop. We're going to take the left leg out to the left side. And here you might want to have some padding for underneath this right knee. Let's begin by opening up the left arm into a twist as you breathe in. And on your breath out, release back down to that starting position. On your next breath in, sweep the left arm open into your twist. As you breathe out, release. Continuing to move just like this. Your inhale opens you up into your twist, and your exhale returns you back to center. Inhale into your twist, and exhale, releasing. One final time. Good. From here, let's now bring the left knee back in, and you can extend the right leg, the other leg out to the right side. You might want some padding now underneath your left knee. On your next breath in, let's sweep the right arm up towards the sky. As you breathe out, release it down. Flowing like this as you breathe in, sweep it up. As you breathe out, release it down. Grounding down through the left hand. Reach up with the right hand. Release it down as you breathe out. Inhale to sweep it up. Exhale to release twice more like that. Good. From here, make your way back into a tabletop. Shoulders are over top of the wrists. And your hips are over top of the knees. Let's now bring the left foot off of the mat. So kickstanding the left shin off to the left side. Right leg will extend straight back behind you. The right foot will be parallel to the back edge of your mat. From here, let's start by bringing the right hand to the right hip. You can stay right here. Make sure the left fingertips, the hand on the mat, are spread nice and far apart. If you would like to now, you can reach the right arm up towards the ceiling and then overhead towards the front of your space. Let's stay here for a little bit longer. Good, finding so much length, beginning at the right foot and all the way up the right leg, the right side of the torso, and up the right arm into the right fingers. Good, let's begin to release. Make your way back into your tabletop. I'm just going to turn around so that I'm still facing you. And let's now bring the right foot off of the mat to the right side. So the right shin is kickstanding out to the right side. Left leg extends straight back behind you. Let's begin by spreading the right fingers far apart on the mat. Left hand can come onto the left hip. Find space, find length here. Lift your heart up towards the sky a little bit. Stay right here. Or if you would like, you can reach the left arm up towards the sky. And then maybe you bring it overhead towards the wall in front of you. Once again, finding so much length, so much space from the left heel, the left foot, all the way up the left leg, the outside of the left leg, up the left side of your torso, the left armpit, the left shoulder, the arm all the way into the left fingers. One more big expansive breath here. Good. From here, take your time to release, returning back into your tabletop pose. Bring your hands a little bit farther out in front of you. Fingers are spread far apart. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog. From here, find any movement that feels good for you. Bending through one knee generously as you straighten the other leg. And then do that on the other side if that feels good, pedaling it out from side to side. Let's now make our way up to the top of the mat. As you take your next inhale breath, bring your hands onto your shins. Think about finding so much length in your spine. Starting at the base of your tailbone, working your way all the way up the middle back, the upper back, up the neck, and to the top of your head. Your legs don't have to be completely straight here. They can be bent. We're going to stay here for a little bit longer. And can you think about sending your hips a little bit farther back and reaching your heart forward towards the wall that is in front of you? Good. On your next breath out, fold down, release into a forward fold. As you take your next breath in, come all the way up to stand, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands together at your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, bending your arms, lifting your heart, looking up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Exhale, right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale through center. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back for a twist. Inhale through center. Exhale, now left arm forward, right arm back, twisting to the opposite direction. Inhale through center, moving through all of that once again. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus, looking up, lifting up, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up. From here, bring the right hand down the right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale through center. Exhale, left hand down the left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale through center. Left arm forward, right arm back. Looking towards the back hand if you like. Inhale through center. This time, right arm forward, left arm back. Looking towards the left hand. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale, fold down over your legs. As you take your next breath in, come into a halfway lift. Hands can be on the shins. Reach your heart as far forward as you can. Finding so much space here in the spine and in the torso. Good. On your next breath out, release down into your forward fold. As you breathe in, come all the way up to stand. Reach up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers behind our back, bringing the hands down towards the ground as much as we can. So lengthening out through the arms, bringing the base of the hands together. So allowing the entire surface area of both palms to be together. And if this isn't working for you, I invite you to use your strap. You can hold on to the strap with each of your hands behind you, bringing the hands as far apart as you need to. Think about bringing your shoulders back behind you, strengthening out, lengthening out your arms as you bring your hands down towards the ground, opening up your heart, maybe looking up towards the sky. Finding some space here in your shoulders and in your chest as you open yourself up to all of the possibilities that exist around you each and every day. Good. Let's begin to release. You can place your strap off to the side if you are using it. And let's breathe in, reach up, sweep up. Exhale, fold down over the legs. Step your left foot back, lower the left knee down. As you breathe in, sweep the arms up. As you breathe out, cactus the arms. Lift your heart up, lean back. Breathe in, come back through center. Breathe out, cactus, as you come into a bit of a back bend. Open your heart. On your next breath in, come back through center. One final time like that, cactus your arms. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your right foot. Tuck your left toes under, lift up your left knee, and step up to the top of your mat. As you breathe in, find a halfway lift. Finding so much length here in the spine and in the torso. On your next breath out, fold down over the legs. If you are using your strap for that last pose where we interlace the fingers behind our back, you can grab your strap now. We're going to try that once again. And if you didn't need the strap, that's fine. Otherwise, if you're using the strap, you can grab onto it behind your back with each of your hands. The palms are facing away from you here. Think about bringing the shoulders behind you and then down your back, lengthening out the arms, bringing the strap down away from your hips, closer towards the ground. Lift your heart up, look up if that feels okay for your neck. We'll stay here for a little bit longer. Good, come back through center. Release the strap if you are using it. When you're ready, on your next breath in, sweep the arms all the way up. As you breathe out, fold down over the legs. From here, step the right foot back of the mat. Lower the right knee down, and as you breathe in, come all the way up. Arms reach up overhead. As you breathe out, cactus your arms. Breathe in, come to center. Breathe out, open your heart as you cactus those arms. One more time like this. Inhale through center, exhale, hands come down. Tuck the right toes under, lift up the right knee, and step up to the top of your mat. On your next breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Step your left foot back now, back of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Remembering that you can always stop for a moment and fold over your mat or place a blanket or a towel or something underneath your back knee for some support and cushioning. Otherwise, when you're ready, let's come all the way up. Inhale, arms up overhead. As you exhale, bring your left arm forward, right arm back for an open twist. Inhale through center. And we do that a few more times. Left arm forward, right arm back. Inhale through center, arms up. Breathe out, left arm forward, right arm back. Let's do that 2 more times. Moving at your own pace and with your own breath. Coming back to center once you're finished. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, bring the hands down to the frame, the right foot. Tuck the left toes under, lift up the left knee. Step up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on the shins, lengthen out. Reach your heart forward. As you breathe out, fold down. Good. Step the right foot back of the mat, lowering the right knee down. And you can always use padding or cushioning, a blanket or a towel, anything that you like underneath your back knee. When you're ready, come on up. Inhaling, arms overhead. As you exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. As you inhale, come back to center, arms overhead. 4 more of these. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale through center, tall through the spine. Exhale to twist. Let's do this 2 more times. 1 more time. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands down to frame the left foot. Right toes are tucked under. Lift the right knee up. Step all the way up to the top of your mat. As you breathe in, lift up halfway. As you breathe out, fold down. 2 more like that. As you breathe in, halfway lift. As you breathe out, fold down. 1 more time. As you breathe in, lift up halfway. As you breathe out, fold down. From here, come into a tabletop position and make your way towards the back of your mat so you have more space in front of you. Hips will stay over top of the knees here. We're coming into puppy pose, which is a really great pose to open up the upper body and open up the heart. So we can begin now to walk the hands out towards the top two corners of the mat. As you do that, begin to melt your chest, your heart down towards the mat. You can lower your forehead all the way down to the mat if it reaches. You can keep it lifted, or if you have a pillow or a block or anything like that nearby, you can use it to rest your forehead on. So make sure here in this pose that your hips are staying over top of the knees. So the position of your hips is the same as in tabletop, but the upper body and the torso is changing its position as you come into this heart opening pose. We'll be here for a little bit longer. Two more breaths. As always, please breathe in whatever way feels good for you. Good. Start to shift forward, bringing your hands in towards your body, lifting yourself up out of your puppy pose. And from here, bring your hands out in front of you, shifting forward, lower down to your belly, taking all the time that you would like to get there. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Tops of the feet down on the mat so the toes are untucked. Fingers are spread far apart. Press your hands down into the mat. And as you breathe in, lift up. Exhale, release back down towards the mat. As you take your next breath in, you can lift up. Lift up as much or as little as you would like. Exhale to lower. Now as you lift up, keep your elbows in towards your body. So try not to let them go out towards the side like that. As you breathe out, lower down, and we'll continue like that a few more times. Staying closer towards the ground if that feels better for you, or lifting up as high as feels good for you. Let's do this 2 more times. Good. From here, we'll be coming into Sphinx pose. So you can come on up onto your forearms. Fingers are spread far apart, even here in this pose. Shoulders are over top of the elbows. If this feels like too much of a stretch, or if this doesn't feel good for your low back, bring your feet farther apart, maybe even to the edges of the mat, maybe even off of your mat. Another thing you can do here is you can bring your arms farther out in front of you, lowering your belly closer towards the ground. Find a position that you feel you can hold for at least 5 breaths. If you are able to here, try to look straight out in front of you, keeping your head lifted towards the sky. Allowing your head to be an extension of your spine. And if you would like to, you can also push your forearms down into your mat to lift up a little bit more in this pose, adding a little bit more strength, adding a little bit more stability. Two more breaths. Good. Lower all the way down to your mat. Bring your hands now off of your mat, next to your mat, tenting up onto the fingertips so your palms are lifted. You're just on the fingertips. Press down into your fingertips, into the ground. As you inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale to lower back down. If you would like to here, you can bring your feet farther apart. As you breathe in, lift up. As you breathe out, lower down. This time, changing it up a little bit. As you breathe in, lift up. Start to look over your right shoulder towards the back of your mat. Exhale comes through center, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Start to look over the left shoulder towards the back of your mat. Exhale through center and lower down. One more time on each side. Inhale to lift up and look over. Exhale through center and lower down. Inhale to lift on up and look over the left shoulder. Exhale through center and lower down. From here, bring one hand over top of the other and rest your forehead on your hands. If you would like to here, you can bend your legs and you can take your feet from side to side, making this movement with the legs as small or as large as you would like. Good. From here, allow your legs to go long on your mats. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press up into a tabletop position. Make your way into a seated position with your legs out in front of you. Knees up towards the sky. Plant your hands behind you. We're coming into another heart-opening posture, reverse tabletop. So your fingers can be facing forward, to the side, or back. You might just want to play around and see what feels best in your body. And make sure also all 10 fingers are spread far apart. Grounding down through the hands and the feet when you're ready. Let's inhale and lift our hips and our body up towards the sky. Exhale here, and we'll continue to breathe as we hold this pose. Ground down through your hands and your feet. Use the strength here of your hips, your hamstrings, as well as your shoulders to hold yourself up in this shape. Good. Let's lower all the way down and make your way down onto your back. From here, bring your legs up to about 90 degrees. Arms go out into a T. Release your legs over to the left-hand side for a twist. If you would like to, you can bring your left hand over top of the right knee, guiding it down towards the ground a little bit more. And look wherever feels good for your neck. One more breath. Good. Release your left arm back out to the left side. If you had the hand on your leg, bring your legs back to center. And then release your legs over to the opposite side, to the right hand side. If you would like to, you can grab onto the left knee, left leg with your right hand, guiding it closer down towards the ground. And feel free here in this twist, just like in any other pose, to look wherever feels good for your neck. Remembering that this is your practice, this is your body, and this is the time that you have set aside out of your day. So make this practice and make these postures work for you. Good. Let's bring the right arm back out to the side. Legs go back through center. Hug your knees into your chest. And then release into your Shavasana, final posture of class. Make any movements that feel good for you here as you settle in. And just like at the start of class, you can take up as much space as feels good for you. Maybe opening your legs and your arms out wide to the sides, making the shape of a star similar to the star that is on top of your Christmas tree. If it feels better to have your legs and your arms closer towards your body though, that is fine. Do what feels good for you. And as you settle in here, could you allow yourself to become maybe just 10% more comfortable? Could you settle in, release and soften down toward the earth just a little bit more? Allowing your body to relax. And then also with time, with patience and practice, also allowing that same relaxation to happen for your mind. Notice how you are feeling here at the end of your practice. Notice how your body feels. And also notice how your mind is feeling. Finally, notice how your breath feels as it moves in and as it moves out. Notice any thoughts, sensations, or emotions that you are experiencing right now. And could you simply watch them and observe them from a distance? Rest here, and I will guide you back in just a little bit. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Become aware of your body resting here on your mats, and become aware of the space that you are in. Invite in some movement, any kind of movement that feels good for you. Perhaps wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe rotating the wrists and the ankles. Or maybe you take a big stretch, reaching the arms up overhead and pointing your toes towards the front of your space. Take some time to notice how your chest, your heart, your shoulders, your upper back are feeling here at the end of your class. And then you can make your way over onto one side, whatever side you like, using one arm as a pillow for your head. Whenever you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, you can make your way on up into a seated position. As we close our class, let's just allow the shoulders to stack over top of the hips and lift the head up towards the sky. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing with me. I would love to hear how this class went for you in the comments section of this video. I always love hearing from you guys, and I love reading your comments. You can also share this video or my channel with friends, family, or on social media. And you can give this video the like button or the thumbs up. Thank you once again for your support. It really does mean a lot to me. The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.